So, Ty, just talk about the six turning point talks with Reborn Resilience.
Okay, well, with Reborn Resilient, there are several talks that I give as it relates to a couple of them related to individuals that I work with from a coaching and a helping them overcome the adversity that they're facing. The first one is that I talk about is happily ever interrupted. And that is really for people who have gone through a severe loss of someone. It may be their spouse, significant other, it may be a parent, it may be a child. But when something like that happens, that leaves such a gaping hole in their heart, and the grief can cause you to be stuck and not really want to be able to move or do anything at all and move forward. So that's my talk that really goes into the depths of how it feels to have that grief and to not let that grief hold you hostage. And so you're able to still put the pieces of your life back together and get past it in a productive manner. Reborn Identity is another talk that's intended to be for those who may not have something so traumatic or severe, but they may be dealing with a divorce or maybe loss of a job or something that's causing them to have to make some transition in life. And they might have lost who they were in the midst of going through that crisis. So that's all about finding your most authentic self again and trying to be able to find that person and then get the purpose along with your purpose in order to figure out how you're going to move forward with the days beyond that. One of my other talks that I like to give to smaller groups and individuals is resilience support. And what that is intended for those who are doctors, who are medical professionals, who are therapists, who are life coaches of some kind, even sports agents who are actually providing support to people who are facing depression, facing some of these challenges of what they thought their identity was is not what it is anymore. People who are going through this type of loss. If you're a family member of somebody who's dealt with this and want to know how to get into the psyche of the people who are really going through that trauma, then that's what those talks are about. The other talks that I happen to have, they're more targeted towards providing keynote lectures to organizations. So it may not be directed towards a specific person who has a specific problem, but maybe something needing to provide the inspiration that they happen to need in order to help motivate and inspire the team and the staff to basically get past the adversity that they may be facing, whatever might be holding them back, whatever might be stopping them from being as productive as they need to be. Look at it like this. I feel like if I've gone through what I've gone through and been able to get back on my feet, they should be able to do it too. And hopefully my talk gives them inspiration in those aspects, in those fashions. So some are focused more towards having an idea on what they're focusing on and trying to get to that goal. And other talks actually deal with when you don't have the focus and now trying to figure out where that focus needs to be and moving towards it. So that's where the resilient inspiration comes from. That's where the Reborn inspiration comes from. And the rest of my talks intended for groups and organizations.